Okay. So now let us discuss the bank communication management. Let us understand what is the BCM and why we would require the bank communication management. Let's say I have a business scenario. First of all, we need to understand the concept. Before going to that, what are the advantages the organization is going to gain? Let us discuss one by one. Let's say what is meant by the BCM. Let's say I have a business scenario like this. So there are outgoing payments. There are outgoing payments. Let's say is a 10 lakhs. So for this 10 lakhs, I would like to have a approvals. Like it's a, let's say, I'll put it here. 10 lakhs, then the payments has to be approved by authorized person and should send to bank. Let's say this is my requirement. If this could be the case, the approvers, let's say I have the approval pattern. I have the approval pattern like this. Then level 1 should be a, let's say, country or user, key user. Key users. So who are going to create the, either it should be a F111 or F110, whatever it may be. The same persons to be approved, the level 1, because they are creating the, let's say here, it's a F111, F110, or it's a F111. So because they are creating the payment at this moment, then they are the responsible persons at first level. Then the second level, remember this is the level 1. I have a requirement stating that level 2 should be approved by the country finance head or let's say CFO. I'll put it here is the country CFO. Okay, Chief Financial Officer. Then the last approver would be let's say level 3 is a Treasury Department. Treasury Department. Now, this is my business requirement because whatever the payments which I am making, which my organization is making, all the payments should have this functionality. Like this, all payments has to go out with the systematic approval. Each and every country, if I have a 10 countries, then all the countries should follow the same process. Now, this is the L2 approval. This is the L1, L2, L3. Remember in BCM, most of the standard functionality has been delivered by SAP. Up to 4 levels, we can do the configuration. Up to 4 levels of approval. Okay, but now here our example is a 3 levels. But we can see going forward that one, how it can be possible. Then So if this could be the business requirement, can we able to approve without BCM? It's absolutely not possible. So if this could be the situation, earlier days, the business organizations were following that. Let's say once the F110 will be created, it will send the file sent to the bank. If that payment to be required, level 2, level 3 approvers, these approvers need to log in into the bank portal. They need to approve that one at bank portal level. This was the old functionality. So without BCM, again, that will be the manual activity. Again, that is the outside of SAP. It's not within the SAP. The activity which need to be performed at outside of the SAP. So they need to log in into the bank portal. They have to approve. In order to avoid this situation, what SAP has introduced the concept, call it as a BCM, Bank Communication Management. So with this functionality, we can map up to 4 levels of the BCM approvers. Then we can one by one. Once the first level will be approved, then it should trigger to the automatically second level. Once the third level will be approved, then it automatically triggers, the file will get generated. In normal scenario, let's say without a BCM, what will happen without a BCM? Then as soon as we run F110 or F111, 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 if there is a proper DME mapping in FBZP, the system will generate the DME file. Okay, so this DME mapping FBZP, the system will generate DME file. Once we run automatic payment. So this everybody knows this one. Okay, so now if I go to if I have the appropriate functionality F110, let me take here. So now if I go to environment, payment medium, DME administration, just removing this one, execute here. So this is what I'm talking about. The format, DME format. If you select here, then click on this one, display the DME. So this is what it has been generated. If you want to download, where you can download it also. So this is the DME format where we are going to map at FBZP level. Okay. So now if it is a appropriate configuration which is already available, payment summary, again if you go back here, okay, it's already created. So now you can download it. Okay, now the file automatically it will generate as soon as once the payment will be carried out successfully. But now with BCM, what will happen? Step number 1, we need to run F110 or F111. Then we need to initiate, or we need to create BCM batch. Then the next one, the BCM batch to be approved by all authorized persons or authorized users. Then once all approvers will approve the BCM batch, then only the DME file will be generated. Until final approval, the system will not generate the DME file. So meaning that I should require is a, let's say I have a 2 levels of approval or 3 levels of approval. Once all the approvers will approve that BCM batch, then only the system will generate the DME file like this. Otherwise, the BCM batch you can able to see only the in approval state. System will not generate this file. If this file will be generated, then this will be sent to bank for payment. But our scenario would be, we would require that one. But when it should be transferred to the bank, once all the approvers will be approved, then only this will get generated. Until then, the system will not generate this file first of all. It will be there in approval state only. This is the main difference between without BCM with BCM. So whatever the, if we will have the BCM functionality, whatever the payments which are going out, all those should go as a systematic manner, systematic approval manner. So for that purpose, I would require is a BCM functionality. And also this function can be possible within SAP. Earlier, without SAP, what we were doing? We were doing the approval at bank portal level. At bank portal level. But now, if I have the BCM functionality, then I can able to do that one within SAP only. Then once the file will be generated, once the DME file will generated and sent to bank for payment. Let's say you ran the 10 users ran the payment. Okay, so different countries, let us assume. So each country wise or each house bank wise, we sent a file to bank. Then how system should know? Let us assume 10 files we have sent to bank. How we will come to know which file the bank has been accepted, which file bank has been rejected? There should be some functionality. Then as soon as the bank will accept the file, we will we will receive acknowledgement. We will receive the acknowledgement from bank about the file acceptance or rejection status. Rejection status. This is a very important functionality. Okay, because in that it consists of this acknowledgement file, it consists of the batch number, so that based on the batch, we will understand that, okay, this batch has been accepted by the bank. Then as soon as we receive the status messages. This I would say this is the status message. Okay, status messages from bank. Then the batch will be the BCM batch will be updated the status. So if it is accepted by bank, it will get accepted. In case if it will be rejected, it will be rejected by the bank. Okay, so if it is rejected,
Vijay,
yes.
Question is that why the bank will do all those things, bank acceptance, bank rejection, and as long as the file is moved to bank location, so whether file processed or not, that is banks, up to the bank, right? Will they give anything back to SAP?
See, you have 10 files. You sent to the 10 files to the bank.
Okay.
Okay, let us assume. Okay, you have given some wrong information in the file while running.
The corrupted file. Okay.
Do the bank accept that file?
No, the corrupted file won't get processed from bank end.
No. See, not corrected. Let's say, see, now you have, some payment method. Okay, now you have, let's say you want to make payment wire payment.
Okay.
Okay, for irrespective of that one, okay, the bank is not dealing that payment method, but by default you have selected that payment method. Let us assume.
Yeah.
You have created the payment file with that payment method, okay, wire payment method, then you send to that bank.
Yeah.
Will the bank accept that scenario? Absolutely not.
No, bank will try to integrate that file if something is not matching, and they will
exactly
return back that file. Yeah.
See, no. See, file will not come back. See, file will not come back. Bank has to notify.
Yeah, correct.
See, bank need to send it. See, now you are sending every day. There are hundreds of files.
Yeah.
But now you should, we will come to know why the file has been rejected by the bank. See, if it is a bank, let's say the bank is not sending back the acknowledgement status, how you will come to know which batch has been accepted, which batch has not been accepted?
Agreed. Yeah.
Right? So that is the reason this acknowledgement functionality is an important one here. Okay,
that is part of BCM, or in normal scenario also same thing is there, right?
No, normal scenario it's not there.
Okay.
Normal scenario this is not there. Paint 003, the status, the where we will get the status, paint 003 status message. Okay. So in normal scenario, absolutely it is not there. So as soon as once we receive the acknowledgement, this is again separate functionality. Okay. So again from the bank, if we have the PI system, intermediary system, from bank to PI to SAP. As soon as once we receive that status, then only the status will be updated at BCM level. Let me show you here. PMK_Moni. If you see here, I'll give company code, whatever it may be. See now payment batch created. Only the
Okay.
batch has been created. Even
Yeah.
this status is not, it should be a turned into the status payment medium created. You see now something it is there in approval state. Then it is a payment batch created. Or once this, I mean payment batch created, this is the waiting. This batch is waiting for, this batch is
Waiting for approval or release.
no, not for the approval. This is not for the waiting approval. This is waiting for the acknowledgement status. The batch has been created. Okay. So then it is waiting for the bank need to be sent the acknowledgement status. Okay. So that is a pain 003 status message. One moment. Somebody is calling. Hello. Hello. Okay. So now the BCM batch, it is waiting for the pain status. Once we receive that pain status, then the batch will turn into whether it's if it is accepted by bank, accepted, or rejected by the bank, rejected. I will show you that one. Okay, how the pain message will come into picture, how we can see that one. Now,
Okay.
the next,
Sir,
yes,
just one question, please.
yes, Mohanty.
Sir, yes, means when we create the batch, it will go for the approval, right? Means
Yes,
two level approval, one level approval.
yeah, it's a
Once it
depends.
is approval, sorry.
Yeah, it's a depends on the configuration, how we
Yes, sir.
how we
Yes,
do.
sir. Sir, once it is approved, okay. Once it is approved, then only batch will be created, right?
That is what. Yes, absolutely right. See, that is what I have mentioned here.
Okay.
Until final approval, the system will not generate the DMU file. Point number 5. Once the DMU file will be generated and sent to the bank for
Okay.
payment. Okay.
Okay. Then DME file will go to the bank. Then bank will send the status whether it is a PSR means accept or reject, right?
Exactly. So for that one, we have to do the configuration. That and all, it's a
Correct.
relevant for the configuration.
Yes, sir.
Then,
PMPO need to include. Yes, correct. Sir. Yes.
exactly. Now we are in S4 HANA. What changes? As part of S4 HANA, BCM changes in S4 HANA. What are the changes which we need to understand as part of S4 HANA system? Number one is a approvers. Approvers need to map at bank account level. So where the approvers need to map? So in completely in ECC system, the bank account creation, it's a part of consulting activity. Even we were able to move the bank account creation by transport request. But now in S4 HANA, only the house bank and bank account only we can create. Then now bank mask, that is the bank key and house bank, we can create and we can move. Even see in ECC what we were doing, if you see in ECC, if I go here, so it is in open slash n. So if I go to here, so all these activities were part of the, let's say, now if I want to create bank key, then I can able to do in FI01. Then bank accounts also, if I want to create house bank also, I can able to create in ECC. It's a part of consulting activity. Even if I want to create new bank account, which has been provided by the bank, the number, then this was also we were able to create as a consulting activity. Let's say FI01. Now, if I want to create any bank key, /n FI12, if I want to create the house bank, see now this is a house bank. Enter with reference to the country bank key, I can create the house bank. But now, if I want to create the bank key and house bank accounts, these three activities in ECC we were able to performing. But now in S4HANA, remember, in S4HANA, only the house bank key only, it's part of the consulting activity. If I go here, okay, let me show you here itself. Why I need to open? I'll show you. So FI12, let me go to straightforward. This is a very important for your interview perspective. Let's say if I want to create house bank, first of all, bank key, obviously I can create, sorry, FI01. I can use FI01, then FI01, I can create the same functionality, the similar functionality what we were doing. Come to the FI12.
Sir, in S4HANA means FI01 is the master data part, right?
FI01, how it will be master data?
It
See,
will not.
FI01.
Will
No, let's
because
see here. Let's
it
say,
will not generate it, right?
see now, test, let me give you. But this we have to create, right? It's a consulting activity. I mean, we have to do this one also. Okay.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
without
we can.
bank. See, the bank keys you must have to define initially. Okay,
No,
but this information, see now 1 or 2 banks keys you can define. But now if you have that, let's say I have 10,000 bank keys, it is not possible, right? We have to upload this one.
Yeah, we need to upload, yes.
Then go to FI12. So the transaction code is a PAUP, some transaction code it is there. Okay, let's say I'm going to the company code is a GA01. Let's say house banks, even I can create. Okay, by clicking the new one. Now the bank accounts, if you can see here, okay, let me select anyone. Read access only. If you want to create, then it is redirecting, it will redirect you to the portal. Okay, manage bank accounts. There is a Fury app, manage bank accounts. By using that Fury app, we can able to create the approvers. Okay, let me go here. Let me log in. So the approvers need to be configured at bank account level.
So manage bank accounts.
Yeah, into manage bank accounts, there is a approvers. Even this is something. Okay, it's already.
No, that is manage dispute cases.
No,
Go to
no,
search.
no. I'm just opening that new one.
Okay.
It is trying to open, but let's see. Let me open this with slash and see. See 93. Let me open that. It should open, but not sure why it is not. Internet Explorer, it's a too headache. Okay, let it open. So in the manage bank accounts, we need to map the approvers. Okay, approvers need to map at bank account level since it is a master data. So what else are the changes? Okay, if we talk about the changes, then entire bank accounting, it's a completely, it has been changed. The completely the bank accounting bank account new, okay, bank account management has been introduced in S4HANA, in S4HANA with additional functionalities. With additional functionalities. Then we'll see what are the additional functionality. It is being open. Open this one, the same main Google Chrome. It is Google Chrome as compared with that one. It's a bit faster. So you can use this one. See, if I want to search here, it's not enabling Internet Explorer. That is the one biggest problem. So run to one. Okay, let it open. That is not the matter. Okay, fine. So the bank account management has been introduced in S4HANA with additional function. What are the functionalities? Now it is the part of cash and liquidity management. If I go here, PRO. Now financial supply chain management, cash and liquidity management. First, general settings, define basic settings. If you can see here, this is the important functionality and it is a heart for bank accounting. Let's say you are creating one new bank account. If that bank account, you are while creation, while changes, while closing, that needs to be done via workflow. This is the place where you need to activate. If it is a dual control, if it is a activate the workflow, you can activate the, if you select this one, again, you need to add the users. Okay, who is the first level, who is the second level. See, direct activation, activate directly, so no approvers to be required in between.
So for bank account creation, you're talking about?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Okay.
only the bank account creation.
Okay.
Bank account revision. Okay. So now you can see here, either it's a full scope or a basic scope. Okay. So if you select the basic scope, I mean, it's only the basic functionality which will be enabled. Then if you select a full scope, entire BAM functionality, bank account management will be enabled. So this about this functionality, I have already explained when we were there into the cash and liquidity management. So by enabling this functionality, enable snapshot functionality, in the cash flow analyzer, we were able to see the past dated transactions also. I mean the old transactions by enabling this one. Then it's activated. Okay, direct activation. Then going back, so even I can directly create the bank account. Then come to the bank account management. See now master data and all. This is the master data, number, ranges, everything. Again, bank account management. basic settings. Now number ranges for the change requests. If you have activated change, I mean, if it is a via workflow, all this configuration to be done here. Then now define settings for the bank account master data. Entire bank account management, this is the one place it will play the key role. Now, see now type of the bank accounts. While creation, if you remember, what type of account is that? Okay, either it should be a current account or it should be a deposit account, it should be a loan account. Type of accounts, it should be appear. So now how those are appearing based on this configuration. So from 1 to 10, standard SAP delivered. No need to do anything. Okay, just for your information. Somebody has created these two sensitive fields. 150 plus sensitive fields the SAP has given. Here only 23 only configured. If it is a workflow, let's say now bank account number changes. See now if we talk about this one, the moment when bank account number will get changed in the bank master data, it has to trigger as a workflow. It depends on your requirement. If you click on new, there are three things are there. One is a house bank account, overdraft limit, signatory. Okay, so each field, each object consists of multiple fields. See now, if I go inside, there are 66. Total, I would say around 125 plus fields are available total, which all objects with. So which one is required? You can select this one. You can map. Then as soon as once you do the mapping, then you must have to activate that one. There is an activation checkbox. It is there. Then it will be enabled. So now if you change any bank account number, let's say we talk about, system will trigger the workflow. Until and unless if authorized person will approve, then it will not impact the new changes. Then define import methods. Okay, this is just import and export. This is not required. Signatory groups. Here, this is where what we need to do the configuration for the BCM approvers. I'm creating new here. Level 1. Put it here is the level L1, or else I'll put it here is the T0 L001. Level 1. Or it's a L002. Level 2 approvers. So meaning that here approvers, where I am mapping the how many levels of approval would you required? I would require is a 2 levels of approval. So this is not the BCM related. I mean, this is still I have not yet started the BCM configuration. Remember, okay. So this is the just bank account level I'm doing. Define approval pattern. See now you can see here. Let me create the new one. L001 approval sequence. First step. See now you can see here closely monitor. In the beginning, when I started the session, we can have up to 4 levels of the approval in BCM. So first, second, third, fourth. Let me keep it as a first. What is the group? L001. Then here it's a L002. Then it's here is my second level. Here because we know already L002. Currency and all Okay, if it is, I mean, it is optional, or you can see here the additional functionality. Let's say you would like to have a L1 approval. Let's say only the 12999. This should be the maximum amount. This should be the minimum amount. Let's say the second approver, which I wish to have from 10,000 to unlimited. Then like this also, you can map. Okay. Currency, it's required. That is the reason system is asking. See now, even you can map like this also. Maximum and minimum amounts also. Okay. So if this is the required.
Yes, sir. So this minimum and maximum is for the BCM or BAM?
It is for even this anyhow. See now bank account management, it's a part of BCM, right? See now these approvers, I'm going to map at, see now, let's say manage bank accounts. Let it display that one. I will show you again. See, if you have a mapping like here, then it will have impact your BCM. I mean BCM also, definitely. Okay. Then I'm just saving here. Then please do not map here. In case if there is any requirement, such a requirement, you can do it at BCM level also. I mean, while assigning the approvers to your bank account, you can able to map over there. Then maintain non-sequential approval pattern. Let's say if you do not want, okay, so you do not want this one. I mean, non-sequential, this is not required. Assign approval pattern. Again, you can come back. Priority number 1, priority number 2. Even if you select a company code and assign this one. Let me assign this one. The company code, our company code is a TRM. Type is a, let me select the 01. I mean, what kind of account? Current account. Pattern. See now? Manage bank accounts. Okay, let it be enabled. Too much slow. Cancel this one. It is this much slow. Okay, let it come. Fine. Let me go to the SPRO, Financial Supply Chain Management, Cash and Liquidity Management. It's a bank accounting, basic settings. settings for bank account master data, approval pattern, click on the new entries, company code TRM, type is a 01 for all my. So now pattern is a L001, priority is a 1. Okay, so whenever the system will identify with the combination of this one, this company code, type of account is a current account, then it has to the priority 1. Let me map the same L002. So even for L1 and L2 also, it should be the priority for company code wise. Then going back, so this is the only the configuration what we have to do at bank account level. Then now bank communication management. This is where we need to do the additional configuration for the BCM. Basic settings. Basic settings for the approval here. This is the important configuration here. Rule currency. Let's say now this is my currency where I am doing payments. Okay, in order to do my payments into the INR. In such situation, the system has to, okay, let's say I have a different kind of currencies. So now even the documents which are posted in different currency, but I have to my rule currency, but I want to make payment is a in this currency, Indian rupees. Then it's a currency which I have to keep it as a how we are going to group together the multiple payments. Then what is your currency? Grouping multiple payments related currency. Then exchange rate. In case if there is any exchange rates differences, which exchange rate need to be considered? It's a M. If it is exchange rate is available, system will consider that one. Days of resubmission. So let's say today the batch has been, today I ran the payment. Okay, tomorrow, let's say the batch has been rejected. Okay, now I need to resubmit that one. Okay, how long do you require to resubmit that one? Then it's a 1 day, 2 day, or it depends on your configuration. You can go for the resubmission, that batch. Then this let it be in case if it is a signature required. If you remember, some people might have the digital signature. Okay, where username and password. If that should be part of your BCM approval, yes. If you select this one, system would require your username and password. In SAP, the digital signature will not be come into picture. But while approving that batch, you must have to enter your SAP username and password. That automatically it will consider. That is the meaning of the signature required. Going back, that one let it be. In case if there are any BAPI, that is not functions are not performing, you need to check this BAPIs, baddies, standard baddies, what SAP has given. Then payment grouping, rule maintenance. See now, what is the rule? This rule, it will play the key role here. Let me create a new rule here. TRM, priority, okay. Rule for BCM. Let me save this one. Now select this one here. Come here. What is the? This will play your key role here. So the validity which I am giving. Let me give the validity 01, 01 greater than the current date. Okay, current date. Let me give today's date only. Then see here, this is a very important configuration for BCM. Merge date. On what basis the rule to be worked here? See, based on the merge ID, based on the merge date, based on the paying company code, business area, payment currency, amount paid, payment document, there are n number of attributes has given. How you would like to this rule to be function based on what configuration? Then here, which let's say I want to go for the house bank. Yes, absolutely you can go. Or you can go by the payment method. Okay, so now the rule should be work whenever the BCM rule will be identified, so and so payment method. Based on that one, also the system should work. Okay, let's say, let me select the payment method somewhere here. It is there.
So it is
Payment
used for the batches, right?
Yes,
Okay. That
exactly.
means we have to give some prerequisite. These are the prerequisites, then batch will be created as per the.
No. That is different one. This is the grouping. So that the basic configuration, I will show you that one. Okay. Payment method. Yes, here it is there. Okay. So the based on payment method, if you have n number of payment methods, also you can group from 1 to 10. N number of payment methods you can group here. You can see here, select range also. Then, so my payment method would be a W. So wire payment method. Whenever the system will identify this one, then system has to work here. Again, if you wish to have an additional criteria, then also you can able to do this one. Select. So the basic fundamental for the BCM dash in OBPM5. This is the even before starting the BCM configuration also, how system will recognize, because many users are running F110s or F111s. How we can differentiate which payment is relevant for BCM, which payment is not relevant for BCM. This is where the configuration which will be differentiate your BCM. See, this is for, see, somebody has been configured MG star. So if while performing the payment, while running the payment F110, I will give example F110. The run date I'll give today's date. Run days I'll give 04/08/2023. The identification, in place of identification, you must have to key MG. Then MG, then after that you can key whatever you want. If you are not keying MG, then that will not relevant for your BCM.
I think Vijay,
Keep in
for us,
mind.
give TR.
TR, yeah, that I will do. That I will do, because if somebody has done this configuration, I do not want to disturb their configuration. Then I'll give. I will TR stop. Then you must have to activate this function. Then this is for the configuration for AP and AR payment program, customers and vendors. But what about the F111? This is the F110. But what about the F111? F111 is a payment requests. All treasury payments has to go by performing F111. Go back. This is where the payment program for payment requests. We must have to do the configuration here. See, somebody has defined star. Star is nothing but if the payment request, yes, for all, even irrespective of this one. If I go to the F111 here, then I can give anything here, the identification. So based on that, the system will process the payments. Anything. There is no specific identification. If I give star, then I can give anything. Then automatic payment transaction will be carry forwarded. All the payment requests. This is the basic configuration for your BCM. OBPM5 is the transaction code. This is the important. First, we have to differentiate between the. Yes,
Sir, one
Mohan, tell me.
question. Sir, in real time, can we use the F110 and F111, right?
See,
Parallel.
F111 is for your treasury payments. Okay, free form
Yes.
payments, business partner or central business partner.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so F111, F110, you can use only for vendor and customer payments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have
that means
already
we can
seen.
use it, right?
Yeah, we have. Yes.
Okay.
No. Please go ahead.
No, I'm trying to say, in a company, we can use F110, then it will go to the BC, then go to the bank. Same
Exactly.
way, create one F111, go to the BCM, then go to the bank, right?
Exactly. Yes. If you have a two requirements, like for all your outgoing payments, for vendor payments, yes. For all your payment requests, yes. If there is a business requirement, yes, you can do both.
Okay. That means it depends on business requirement. Okay, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly, absolutely. It's a depends on the business requirement, how the payments should be identified.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
now, yeah, no problem, Mohanty. Yeah. So this is the basic configuration for your BCM. Then once this will be completed, then we need to continue this configuration. Okay. So this one we have to continue. Okay, we'll continue the session tomorrow. Maybe at tomorrow also it would require to, tomorrow session also I will do the configuration. Then I'll complete the configuration by tomorrow. Then I'll complete the configuration.